As you guys all know, Hades 2 dropped super recently, and I thought, before I actually play Hades 2, that we'd have a little blast from the past and actually look at the characters from Hades, because it has an incredibly unique art style and some really, really fun designs. But I was like, you know, I've seen these characters before, so just talking about their designs would be boring. So I thought I would give you guys my ranking from, like, the character that causes me the least by panic to the one that causes me the most by panic, because I think that's a nice twist. Like, Hades is famous for having hot people, but let's rank them. Who's the hottest?
Wow.
We're doing only Hades 1, because Hades 2 I haven't played it yet, and some characters have gotten redesigned, so I don't want to get spoiled on those. So we're only doing the first Hades. So let's begin with the character that I find the least fuckable. Number 31!
There's a good boy.
Obviously, and if somebody disagrees with me, I am going to have questions. No, I would not fuck the... No, don't fuck the dog. I would love to pet the dog, but there is no petting in this review. So we got Kerberos. God, he's so cute. I like this take on the dog because it's super friendly while still looking like decently threatening. It's like bright fucking red with like big beady eyes and super fucking sharp teeth and the skull on the collar, but somehow he's still super friend-shaped. And I was really happy in the game when we did not have to actually fight the dog because I panicked. It's also super cute because, like, you look at the noses, they kind of look like skulls. I love that their tongue is like bright yellow because they actually have Hades' color scheme and Zag's as well.
Do you think he's got 3?
No!
Fun fact, by all technicality, Cerberus in the Greek language when translated is actually named Spot.
Oh, 30!
Nice place you got here, boyo.
Now, I don't consider Skelly to be very fuckable. I consider him to be very funny, but definitely not very fuckable. The interesting thing about Skelly, though, is that he's a completely bastardized version of a skeleton. Oh, come on, Lee. What? I don't want to fuck a skeleton! There is nothing to fuck! Skelly's hilarious, though. None of the bones are in proper places. His ribcage is fused together. He doesn't even have, like, the proper hip bones or anything. Like, he looks like a skeleton that's, like, almost skeleton-shaped statue, not so much like an actual dead person, if that makes sense. I also really like that one of his eyes is much bigger than the other and that he has, like, some wispy hairs on the back. It makes him look hella unhinged. Like, he has sleazy old man vibes. It's very, very funny. I also really like his color scheme. They could have made it, like, a very warm-toned white, like, literally bone white, but they made it blue, which I think looks much nicer. He's not, like, very attractive to me, but he is funny, so he gets points for that. Number 29! When, hubby asked me to rank these and he sent me the list, I had to ask him, why the fuck is The Rock in there? I voiced that guy. Sure you do, Opalu. Hi, sweetie. How is The Rock higher than Skelly? He's friend-shaped. Look, I might fuck The Rock. I don't give a shit. I don't have a ween, but if I did, you can glory hole it. Sisyphus probably fucked it. I like Baldy, though, being his own character. I think is particularly funny because it's just like a giant rock with a scraggly smiley face and some skeleton-shaped facial features, which is very, very cute. I'm pretty sure that the artist made this for a bit and it worked out phenomenally in their favor. 28!
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute.
You're annoying? You are annoying. And you are ridiculously stupid as a boss fight, and you're stupid. I would not fuck you, good sir. You look like you have every syphilis. I'm like 80% sure he's gay anyway. Hey, asshole bottom, bitch. Theseus is when we start getting into, like, the fun of the human designs, right? He's like the boss fight that you fight with Bull Daddy. So he does have a bit more design than other, like, little characters in the game, like the dog and the boulder and shit. He's fun, though, because he looks like a gladiator, because he is one. But he has, like, a very almost superhero-esque design in both his body language, facial expression, the shape of his hair, the color scheme, the clothing. He has, like, the arm bracelets and the slutty armbands on his upper arm. Theseus is actually incredibly funny because you look at him and you see, oh, a hero, right? And then he talks.
Hold, fiend! You'll walk not one more step toward the light of day, so long as I am here.
And you're like, I want to leave immediately, okay? He calls you a demon. He looks cocky, he looks like a dipshit. They did a great job in transmitting that in Hades.
Nonsense, my friend. We could defeat this vile hellspawn with or without the additional divine protection we've been granted here. Get him!
Yeah, he looks good. And I especially love the laurel crown, like those like little things that they give Greek heroes. And the fact that he has like such a bright color scheme immediately gives me superhero, but then he opens his mouth and I'm done.
All right. You fucking cocksuckers.
Chill time! Do you want to be a better fucking person than this motherfucker? Go try some G-subs. Get energized, get focused, become God Gamer, so you can beat this deal hole on your first try and then you don't have to deal with him again unless you're doing fucking 50 more runs. But it's okay, because you would have had the energy and focus and the pride to know you kicked this dude's bahonky. All you gotta do is go to gamersubs.gg/kikimation and or use code kikimation at checkout for 10% off, and you can get like good, clean energy that's better than this fucker is. Number 27!
So, you do know Baldy's just a plain old rock with a few lines chiseled into him resembling a face, don't you?
Now, Sisyphus I like quite a bit. I think he's very sweet. He's just not my type, specifically. If I'm talking about boning a few Greek gods, yeah, he's not exactly on my radar. But that being said, he's so sweet. And he has a very good design. Like, isn't Sisyphus' whole thing is that, like, he's being punished for something, I cannot remember his myth, by having to push the boulder out of hell. It always rolls down the hill. That's why we call it a Sisyphean task, right? It's something that you can never accomplish, or you can accomplish with a great deal of difficulty. And I think that the designers nailed that vibe. Like, he knows he's stuck down here forever. Not only does he have very subdued body language, his shoulders are droopy, his head is tilted to the side, he has a very soft expression, but they also completely, like, shackled him. He has shackles on his waist, on his arms, big fucking chains everywhere. Like, everything about Sisyphus looks super subdued. And he's like a big sweetie because, like, he knows what his lot in eternity is. And his lot in eternity is pushing the rock up the hill. So they did a really, really good job with this. Not to mention they kept the clothes really, really simple, one solid color, because he's not nobility or royalty. He's not a god. He's just a poor sap that pissed off the wrong person, and now he's here. He's very friendly. He's meant to be friendly. He's friend-shaped. There's not a single hard angle there. Everything is super, like, sloped and soft and gentle and easy on the eyes. He is royalty, Lily. What he was? He was a king in life. Oh, not in hell, though. 26! Murder. 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 We don't stick our dick in crazy. We don't finger bang crazy. We don't slurp crazy pussy chat. We've learned this lesson. We don't do it. Tissy phone. No, no, no. She is very creepy. She also loses points for the face.
Coward.
Oh, I'm owning it. I'm an absolute pussy. I'm not dicking that. However, her design is so fucking solid. She has such a good fucking color scheme and a great sense of flow too. She's one of the ones that has like the more erratic movesets in the game, and I think that really shows in the design because unlike Meg, and other sister whose name I usually forget, she's very pointy. Like, even her hair is even a little bit more angular than her sister's. The armor is incredibly pointed, and she's like super skeletal, very, very creepy, long thingies, just very bony. She genuinely looks like a skeleton, which I think is part of the point because she's insane.
Hello?
Murder. Murder.
Very one-track mind, but as such a clean design, like warrior woman, incredibly angular, incredibly creepy. She also has like your typical bad guy color scheme, right? Strong purple and green vibes. This is very like old school Disney. You can't even say anything other than yeah, like she's not easy to get along with, which is why I wouldn't fuck it. To number 25!
Wow.
Dusa. Now, you guys are gonna yell at me because I know that we all love Dusa. I find Dusa adorable, but I need more than just a head to play with. If Dusa had the body of the Gorgon, I think I would have ranked her much fucking higher. I love her design. She's adorable, but just a head ain't doing it for me, mama. I don't know how the fuck they managed to make Dusa scream maid with only a head and not actually giving her a maid uniform. Like, maybe it's because she has like a very kind, sweet expression, even though she's like pointy. Or the way that her snakes are wrapped around her head. Or the feather duster, but they nailed it. Even though it's just a head though, like the design is pretty solid. I like the freckles on her that make it look like scales. I also really like that she has Voldemort nose. Like, her face looks very serpentine, but it's still really cute. And if you actually know the story of the Gorgons, like Dusa deserves better, I'm sorry. But the design is great because if you know the myth, Perseus actually chopped her head off. So only having the head be in the underworld is actually kind of super fitting. Very, very funny. I do like that she's very friend-shaped despite the fact that she's fairly pointy. Like, she has fangs and shit, but like all of the angles of her snake head's hair are very soft. Nothing pointy, no snake is rearing up to attack you. They're all in like snoodle doodle position. Even like the one on the shadows back there is just like about to flick its tongue out. Nothing super aggressive, and that's like the cute thing about Dusa, right? We kept it very round, we kept it very soft, we kept it nicely textured with a little bit of blushy here and there, and it just resulted in a very friendship character. 24!
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
Now, Alecto, I like you, but you are also insane. Alecto's fun, though. Like, she has definitely one of them, like, the more fun boss fights. Hear me out. Do not, no!
You know what I like about you? The way you bleed.
Alecto, though, being a Fury, she shares some design aesthetics with the other two Furies. Unlike Meg and Tisiphone, her outfit's, like, red, but she still has the green highlights and a very similar hair color to the other two Furies. And her armor is also sufficiently pointy. Alecto's incredibly aggressive, and I think that the design philosophy shows it really well. Her hair is super pointy, her armor is super pointy, her body's also fairly angular. There's a lot of confidence in her smile and insanity in her smile. Like, look at that expression. That's a lot. Bangs are pointy, eyelashes are pointy, she even has pointy eyebrow piercings, earrings are super pointy. So with Alecto, the main thing they wanted was intensity, and it really, really clearly shows, which I love. 23! Orpheus! Now, I like Orphe, but here's the thing about Orphe, right? He would be a terrible fuck, because Orphe is hung up on somebody else. Orphe is like still kind of low-key looking for his fucking girlfriend slash wife. Yeah, he's Hades' personal musician, and he's very sad, and he kind of looks like David Bowie. I think that him looking like David Bowie is intentional, but the main reason I would not fuck with Orpheus is because the man is hung up on someone else. Like, why would you want that? He also does look very tired and very drained, and like, I don't think he could enjoy the do unless it was with like the one person he's obsessed with. Like, he's not a god either. I think he was a mortal that got trapped in the underworld for fuckery. All you have to do was not turn around. Idiot. I am obsessed with the instrument though, because the instrument is actually the focal point of this character design. It's not Orphe, it's not his face, it's the instrument, right? The instrument is the brightest piece in the picture. It's the main thing that the picture is composed around. It has a ton of faces, and fun human fact, the human eye is drawn to faces. So that's usually why in most character design, the focal point of any design is going to be the face. But if you want to actually change the focal point in a way that's a bit more interesting, you can also add faces into the design somewhere. Or stuff that resembles faces, false eyes, false mouth, stuff like that, your eye will immediately gravitate to it. It's seen it all, chat. Everything. Orphe also has, like, interestingly enough, an incredibly muted color scheme, except for the fucking instrument. Everything about Orphe is, like, desaturated and sad and a little bit on the gray side, but the instrument is not. One of the things that gives him joy and vibrancy in his life is music. I think that if they had made the lyre a different color, it would have not made the composition for Orphe quite this interesting, but they actually did super well in making just the lyre the brightest part of the fucking piece. 22, baby! Okay, Karen, I actually put him pretty high up because A, he probably does have a ween, but he just doesn't like to speak. B, his design fucks. Like, Karen has such a solid fit, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, he's the fucking guy who ferries souls into the underworld, and like, they added so much to his myth in just this design alone. First of all, giant cloak makes him look like a traveler. Second, coins. Everywhere, the fucking coins, right? Because when you died in ancient Greece, you needed to put 2 coins on your eyes, because that was the toll for the ferry of the underworld. All of the elements of the myth are present. He has an oar, because he's the ferryman. He has a bag of coins that he collects from the dead, and he also has coins everywhere in his design. He's also skeletal and kind of super fucking creepy, And that like smoke coming out of his mouth actually is a great accent to break up the monotony of the outfit, because the outfit is mainly black and gold. It's nothing super complicated in terms of a color scheme. It's like 4 colors. But the fun thing about Hades is that Hades likes to play with highlights. So we have the purple smoke, and then we have red and purple highlights as well, which look really, really dope. So Karen is pretty high up there because the design fucks. He has a pimp hat, which I think is pretty cool. 21!
If you had given due consideration to this matter, then I doubt you would have chosen this outcome.
Athena, while she does have a very cool design, she's my least favorite of the Olympic Parthenon. It's pretty, yes, but there's something about her whole thing that isn't super vibing with me. I do like that the design slaps so fucking hard though. Like, the helmet is phenomenal, the owl is adorable, the color scheme is super fucking good. For the god that I want to fuck the least, she has like my favorite ability in the game. That Athena dash is the tits. But the fun thing about Athena is that how military she looks, despite the fact that she's like this smart goddess, you know? Owls have always been her thing, so I was really happy to see an owl in her design. A lot of really cool gold elements. Also, notice she has a Gorgon on her armor. I do believe that the shield that she is holding is the same one that she gave to Perseus, which the cool thing about the Hades designs is that they tend to tie the myths to the design in some way, which I love. And they also have like a really, really strong understanding of color, which makes it so they can make really weird color schemes. Usually a skin tone like this might not always work because it's really ashy and it can make you look kind of dead. But for Hades though, since we went with such strong high contrast shadows and we're working in terms of like the underworld and things being like dark and broody, these types of color schemes of like very, very desaturated skin tones and very bright gold aspects, but like everything else being like kind of muted, it works super well. I don't particularly find this Athena very attractive myself, but it is a cool design, and I can absolutely say that with full confidence. 20!
I was quite certain that the youth today was lacking any sort of tactfulness.
So the main reason I would not bone Demeter is because I think that she would freeze off my boob. Demeter, I find her to be a spectacular design, especially if we lean to Demeter being espresso depresso goddess mommy. And again, this all ties to myth, which is phenomenal, but I would not bone the gilf because A, too old for me, B, would freeze you. So Demeter is actually the goddess of the harvest. She kind of controls the seasons. And in Hades, Demeter doesn't know where Persephone is. And in the myth, when Persephone is with Hades, it is winter because Demeter gets so fucking depressed that she fucking kills everything. So it's implied in Hades that Demeter has basically made Greece go into something akin to an eternal winter for a hot minute. So I think that the Hades team did a phenomenal job with her, with tying it to the fucking myth, right? Because not only does she have harvest elements, but they're destroyed. They're frozen. Frozen stalks of wheat make a halo with a snowflake in the middle. Snowflake motifs all around her. Cold fucking outfit, a cape that looks like falling snow, a harvesting basket that is frozen and empty, and some nice, really nice red accents on top that showed that perhaps before her outfit was much brighter. 19!
Poseidon, leave the sea and face me!
Poseidon's design is baller, but his attitude annoys me.
So how is crusty old Hades faring down there of late, nephew?
I despise the beach fuckboy, I don't care about anything attitude. Take something seriously for once in your life. But Poseidon is responsible for so much fuckery. Your son is cooler than you, Poseidon. Wait, you don't like the surfer bro attitude? There's 2 types of attitudes that I personally cannot stand. The fucking surfer bro attitude and like fucking giga stoner attitude. I am a person with a lot of drive and a lot of motivation to do things, so I take things pretty seriously when I'm passionate about them, and people like that take nothing seriously, ergo, we're gonna clash.
Think about me as I get along with everybody here. A skill apparently that's rather rare.
I think that Zeus might be worse than him in terms of fucking everything that moves. Design-wise, though, it slaps. He doesn't have a very elaborate design for a god, but I don't mind it at all because, like, the standout for Poseidon needs to be the trident and the water element. His hair is basically resembles flowing water, which is super fucking cool. And the trident is actually within the same lines of color scheme as the hair, so it kind of flows together really, really nicely. He has like a very simple, like, tunic tied around his waist with like a seashell and wave motif, and that's it, and like a stole, and one bracelet, right? And some greaves. But like, he doesn't have a very complex design, but he doesn't need it, right? He's like the most like nature adjacent god out of all of them. So for me, I feel like Poseidon dressed in anything fancier than this would make no sense. In a way, even though I don't find it attractive, the surfer bro personality is kind of perfect. It really ties into that like very laid back kind of design that he has. He just does not give a shit. I love the bubbles in his hair. Just in general, the fact that his hair looks and feels like flowing water was an amazing design detail. Yeah, his color palette is very much like the ocean. It's sea green in the hair and very like sand colored on the outfit details. A lot of blue highlights, which I love to see. So yeah, it's really fun to see the surfer dude personality even reflected in the body language to Poseidon. So yeah, not my type, very fun dude though. I'd split a gummy with Poseidon. You would get stoned with Poseidon.
Aquatic exercise?
18! This is just like me fucking self-reporting on my taste.
What happened? My list says you got killed by a redacted? What's that even mean?
Now, Hypnos I like, and he low-key gives me Ratman vibe, but why do I feel like he would fall asleep halfway through? Like, he would bust his nut, fall asleep on you, and then that's it. He's done. He doesn't care anymore. Because he would. He would! That being said, like, his drip is so fucking good, I'm sorry. I love the fucking cape that looks like a duvet, and the fucking outfit that looks like sheets.
Hypnos is the pillow princess of the cast.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to do all the work and he will fall asleep halfway through.
They won't catch me sleeping on the job again.
Like, this is like, for me, the perfect design for something that shows that like you're the representation of sleep. Because he looks like a bed without being a bed. Like, the top part of the design is almost like the bed frame. His cape is like the duvet. The underrobe is the sheets. And like, he has such cool highlights and details too. He's wearing a sleep mask. And I think that's such a clever way to make a character that's like designed to be sleep incarnate, you know? The coat does become a sleeping bag. Yeah, he can sleep in that. It's a very clever bit of design that greatly resembles a bed without being a bed. One of the reasons why you guys haven't heard me talk about date everything is because I do not like the designs, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do not like them. I don't think that they're well realized. And part of the reason why I don't think that they're well realized is because they are deadass so on the nose that they lose theme. There has to be some subtlety when you're using a theme for a design, because if you don't use it, it's gonna be super distracting to look at. I think that Hypnos is a great example of taking a very strong theme and running with it, but not running it into the ground. 17!
Wait, you're not thinking about having more children, are you?
No, you're plenty.
Persephone, while again, banger design because the designs in Hades are banger, I not go for Persephone because I don't particularly think that she would be very interested in that shit. Again, I think that she would be cool with Hades and maybe Nyx, and that's about it. Persephone doesn't strike me as the type of person to care very much for other people except her like immediate family. Does that make sense? Design-wise, her hair drives me nuts. I knew that we had to make her resemble Zags somehow, but giving them the exact same hairstyle up top, it just makes her look very weird. It's not my favorite. Which outfit do you prefer on her? This one or the queen one? I prefer the queen one because it ties everything together and the hair also doesn't look quite as weird. The hair on the bottom is fine, but the top of the hair, and the only reason they made it look like that is so she would resemble Zag more, which you don't actually need to do that to make him resemble her more, so long as you give them similar facial features. It's not impossible. But the problem is that they decide to do it with the hair, and it looks hella awkward. The thing I like about Persephone, though, is that she looks like a mom. She doesn't look... Well, actually, no. Do I like that? Part of me likes it, and part of me doesn't like it. Let me explain. Part of me likes it because it's also it's really, really cool to see older women in media, especially attractive older women. But the other part of me doesn't like it because these are gods. They're supposed to be ageless, timeless. Like, so the same could go for Demeter. She did not have to look as old as she does. So I do wish that she was a little bit younger looking, but at the same time, I do not mind it because seeing older women in media is always appreciated. I do love the fact that she also kind of fits that like very spring vibe. Super cute. 16! The dick man himself.
Woohoo! Let's go get some free crab.
Hermes is a... He also has the only full body sprite out of all of the fucking characters in Hades. Fun fact, the rest of the sprites that I've shown you guys, yeah, not full body, they don't exist. I'm conflicted about you, Hermes, because your color scheme is banger, your design is phenomenal, you have some of the best spoons in the game, but do you have to be like this?
Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception.
He's like, I love myself, but I don't like the way that I am. Why are you dissing Junpei's persona? Oh, you mean the dude that was like fucking busting a move in front of like where his girlfriend got? Super fun, bright color scheme, gotta go fast, love the scepter, love the shoes, love the absolutely smarmy.
Point of caution, cuz. No one asks too many questions about me or my professional associate down there. I hand souls over to him, and that's it, you understand?
Smog fucking piece of shit face that he has, chat. I like that he's like collecting trinkets because he can like give stuff to you, which is very, very funny. And I really like the action line for him specifically because it flows from like the top of his scarf all the way down to his foot. And it's so fun. Give it up for 15, baby.
Here, let me offer you some fine new boons, as well as Lord Dionysus here, who I'm sure would love to talk your ear off just as much as mine.
Hey there's that man nice.
Artemis has a really baller design, and I think that she's pretty cute. I've seen her do some petty fucking shit in the game, mama. If you don't pick her in those like rooms with like the dual gods, she's like,
oh look, turns out it's time for target practice once again. Start running, Zagreus.
And she fucking comes for your wig. Artemis has no chill whatsoever. If you look at her funny, she will snipe you or turn you into a hamster. I don't think that she would be the best fit. Design-wise, I love her. She has an incredibly clever design. I love the antlers. I love the green. I love the pheasants on the bow and the fucking giant quiver. I like the fact that her color scheme is primarily cool-toned, minus the stole around her neck, which is very, very warm. She has a very stern expression and a lot of hair. And in general, she just does look like the goddess of the hunt. She does. Like, she looks like she's gonna go out and she's gonna go fucking kill 50 deer, offer them all to the moon, because yes, and not give you a bite. She also has like an incredibly athletic figure, even though she's not super muscular, which is also fun to see. Her headpiece is basically the phases of the moon and antlers. It's actually stunning. She also has like war paint on her face, super fucking pretty, and I genuinely love her vibe. Great flow, great composition, great color scheme, beautiful face. And I just really, again, I love this about Hades, that like how stern the shadows are. So yeah, very beautiful. Would not bone because I feel like she would feed me to a wolf.
Fine. I'm not angry anymore. Not really anyway. But you just watch yourself with me. You got it?
14!
Ares!
You got your first triangle of the night, butt fucks. Ares is incredibly attractive, okay? Like, mama, what is that jawline? Giant hands, fucking, oh my god. He's so pretty, and like, he's like finger banging his blade, like sensually while looking at you, like.
I trust the violence I have wrought on your behalf has been quite satisfactory.
The cool thing about Ares' outfit is that even though he's wearing like a Greek military uniform, it still absolutely feels like a god. Because he has like the amazing kind of like bird beaks detail in the middle of the chest plate. He's not wearing his helmet because he's like, nah, fuck it, I don't need it. His cape is actually super fucking shredded, tattered, but very imposing. My man has 3 swords and he's gonna use every single one of these. Oh, he probably fights like Zoro. There's gotta be a reason Aphrodite's good about him. Yeah, that reason is the dick. The white strip of face paint is such a high point of contrast. It makes him look so fucking good. There's a few things that they could have done to make him very, very striking, but to make him very, very striking in the face, when he already has very, very bright accents on his blade, is high contrast, right? So giving him the white war paint immediately draws the eye to his face. Yeah, he looks like a vulture. He has like feathered fucking spikes on his armor, on his pauldrons, which looks super intense. But there's something very intense about his gaze in general. Like if he was naked, I think he would look just as intimidating because of his expression and the way that he's like drawn very intensely. But yeah, the face paint is a great point of high contrast and really, really good use of red accents all throughout this design. Instead of like just relying on the highlights that they like to use, like the brightly colored highlights with the really, really dark shadows, they decided to play with accents and it really paid off.
Ah yes, Ares, the guy who was trapped in a jar and had to be rescued.
In a jar?
And that was in one of his myths.
Did he get like put in the jar? 13? nice. She has a phenomenal design, but I feel like she would give me splinters. I'm sorry, chat, she might. But also, design-wise, she does deserve this. This is one of the most creative designs in Hades. They outdid themselves. Not only because, like, she's kind of like a nymph, forest spirit, whatever, but look at the color scheme. Look at the details. The fact that, like, her hair resembles a tree, she has acorns on her belt that ties the tree motif together. She is also one of the most brightly dressed characters in Hades. Like, the sunny yellows and the bright greens and, like, the jewel-toned purples and pinks, it looks so good. And then if you zoom in, there's so many cool little details on her. The tattoos that look like tree bark, the tambourine, super cool plant motifs everywhere, the plant earrings, like the very bright eyebrows. She's very, 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 very talented musician, great singer. This is Orphe's ex-girlfriend, huh? The cool thing about Eurydice is that she has like a really fun and quirky design. She definitely looks like a rule breaker. You find her in like a very weird place in the underworld that like it used to not be set on fire, but now it is set on fire. She's not actually still his wife. Oh, well, how come they haven't found each other? Idiots. Estranged. Ah, yeah, Orphe fucked it up. He looks behind them. She's his muse. She very much looks like someone who could be someone's muse. It's a very wild outfit, but like very well put together regardless. So it's a very cool design. I definitely give this one props for how creative it is. Number 12! Now, why the fuck is Chaos so high up there, Lily? They are similar to me, and the design is eldritch perfection. So weird, and so insane, and so fucking vaguely threatening that it just makes my little fucking baby pink heart go. I adore Chaos. They're not even dressed. The main thing I like is that it's a mainly white design, but the pops of color in it are so bright that they're impossible to miss. So like he has an eye as an almost halo. He has red details everywhere. Plant life, animal life, humans, beast. Weird fucking intestinal things growing out of things that they're not supposed to. Elegant jewelry, very, very refined fucking facial features, wings on his head. Like, Chaos is one of the most interesting character designs they have in Hades, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Were-ween. He can grow 50 weens, chat. That's the beauty of it. And he's also holding the planet like a fucking marble, which only tells you the scope and scale of this motherfucker. Like, Chaos is huge. We're lucky he's even in a vaguely humanoid face. So yeah, Chaos is one of, like, the ones I consider tippy-toppy and would absolutely go at it. I don't give a shit. How? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Number 11. We're getting to the tippy-tops now, chat. We are. Like, I think the triangle is gonna come out in every single one of these now because I'm in love.
A noble victory.
Patroclus is very, very pretty, but very, very sad. He's just sitting there being a sad bean, melting into the plants. A sad man, but with a great fit. I don't know why he's so sad, and I think I forgot to finish his quest in the game, but he is super sad gay. Oh! It's because of Achilles, okay. He doesn't swing my way, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate him, chat. He's in paradise, but not allowed to be there with his boyfriend. Poor Achilles. Design-wise, he also has something similar to Theseus. He's a very much warrior-coded one, but he's a little bit better dressed. He has his cape that has like a really, really big gold pin on it. A very simple pauldron, and he does have like the leather-strapped armor, but it's way less bulky than other Greek heroes that we've seen. Like with Ares, it was definitely way more hefty. With Patroclus, it's a lot more chill. He has the hero's wreath on his head, which is very, very cute, but he's actually fairly not ornamented for someone of like his renown. Amazing color scheme, really ties it into the depression, but like he's in Elysium, so he's like has one of the nicer sprites. And now, we've made it to the top 10. How hard is chat going to judge me? I can't wait. Why is Zeus in the top 10? Because he's a dilf. Zeus was a hard placement, but you guys want to know why I put him in my top 10? Because the design fucks so fucking hard. I'm sorry. It's too good. I am sorry, but this is the type of fucking... Zeus is awesome. Thank you, Apollo. This is the type of silver fox that I want to fucking get into or be into me, mama. And we all know that he fucks everything, so he'll be great in bed regardless, okay?
You honor me as well you should.
The fun thing about Zeus is that his design slaps so fucking hard. Like, they cooked composition, color scheme, design elements. The fucking beard becomes fucking clouds. That's so fucking baller. Like, he has a big thunderbolts on his fucking crown, big gold bracelets and rings, and he's also super slutty. He's so slutty. Do not fuck Zeus. There's like dozens of videos explaining why that's a bad idea. No, he's hitting that hip dip, mama. Ugh. He looks like a whore, and I'm so down for it, chat. He's also ripped with like a super stern expression, bright gold eyes. Are you shitting me? That's beautiful. Man, whore, pimpalicious. The stormy sky himself, but gold and shining and beautiful. I did not hear the triangle. Oh yeah, my mistake. Sorry. He is the red flag. I love parades. Number 9.
Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Shut up already, Zagreus, and come here.
God, Meg has a good design. So the reason Meg isn't higher up on this list, Meg is probably the prettiest out of all 3 Furies, and also the one that has the least amount of intensity when it comes to design. She's still like angular and pointy and very, very stern, but there's a bit more softness there. Her face is a little bit softer, her pose is a little bit softer, her clothing has a bit more color, and a little bit less of that like bright green villainous highlight that Electo and Tisiphone have. She still has a very stern expression, incredibly so, but she's genuinely seems kinder than the other 2 Furies. She has a great voice as well, kind of raspy.
You should have seen the look on your face. You act a lot more confidently now. Though I think deep down you're still that inexperienced little godling that you used to be.
Very sexy. Hair is awesome. The flow of the entire concept is great. I would absolutely bone Meg, yes, but I feel like it would take a long time to woo her, if that makes sense. Like, she seems like she would play hard to get for a long time.
I just want to see you squirm.
Canonically fuck the protag. Yeah, she can fuck Zag.
Wow.
I love her face. I also really like that, unlike the other Furies, there's a way bigger emphasis on gold in her design than there is for the other 2. And this is probably because she has a stronger proximity to Zag and to Hades, being like his ex and all. So she definitely has like a warmer design compared to the other 2 Furies, but she's still in uniform. And that makes sense. Number 8! Hades! Yeah, I have a problem, okay? Look. The boss fight was phenomenal, and he has like one of the strongest silhouettes by far. He's aura farming. He's daddy issues incarnate, and I want to get in on that.
You're better off.
Dad of the dead indeed, mama. He's built like a brick shit house. He has an amazing beard. He's ooky spooky, but like also he doesn't know how to talk about his feelings. But men,
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else?
like, this is the reason why this game is happening, by the way, because but men. Unfortunately, Hades would not fuck anyone that isn't Persephone or maybe Nyx. I would absolutely take the fucking Death Daddy for a spin if I could, chat. The cool thing about Hades, right, is that he is probably the most ornamented of all of the 3 big Greek gods.
He is also the god of wealth in the earth, so he is loaded.
Yeah, that might be part of the reason why he's the most ornamented one. I think it also ties to funeral offerings, how people fucking leave things for their loved ones, trinkets, jewelry, and whatnot. So Hades having the most amount of bling makes so much sense to me. I also really like all of these skeleton motifs on him, like the skeleton pauldron, the one on his belt. And if you guys notice, his actual symbol is present in his design. Like, that arm bracelet he has is like his symbol, but with a ruby in the middle. His mustache is his symbol inverted. He also has incredibly bright colors, much like everyone who's close to Zag. So bright red, bright fucking like red and yellow on his fucking crown. Very, very fun design, definitely super dynamic. One of the more fun boss fights I had in the game. Was he easy to beat? No.
You are a fool.
Number 7!
Get destroyed.
Yes! I won the bull! am furry trash, and that fucking thing looks like a hell of a good time. Handlebars. I'm hanging on for dear life, mama. This manimal is for Lily. It's just because the horns are pink. No! It's because I like big buff bald daddy. I'm sorry, I'm furry trash. What can I say? He will want you like chewing gum, please.
The only problem is that he would probably invite Theseus.
Go to the cuck chair, Theseus. Grade A, Wagyu mama! Asterius is a dope design though. My favorite highlights in the game when it comes to color, because hello pink. He also matches in his outfit with Theseus, but like his shirt part of the outfit is on the other side. It's the same uniform though. And he has like the red, white, and blue. A lot more pink in his design as well. He's also huge. I am just obsessed with that bull dick, chat. I'm sorry, I don't have any excuse. I like it. It's imposing and it's intimidating, and like I would very much like to grab on to those horns for dear life. So yeah, I love Asterius. He's fucking dope. Great design. Big bull daddy.
I don't know whether I'm helping you or not.
Number 6! Have you ever seen a man so beautiful that like... It's Achilles!
But my heart belongs to another. I hope you understand.
He's so pretty though! Achilles is one of the few fucking characters that, despite the fact that he's fairly close to Zag, he has a very desaturated color palette. And I think it's because he's meant to be in Elysium with his boyfriend. Does he ride a tiger? He can ride me if he wants. Fuck. Like, Achilles is pretty! Have you seen Brad Pitt as Achilles in Troy? Yes! Yes, I saw it! Yes, I did. That was a good one. Might be bi, but definitely not straight. Neither am I. We love a bicon. He's so fucking pretty. He has a great fucking flow to his design. His hair is spectacular. He has superhero vibes and he has superhero outfits. So like the headband and the jewelry, the leather arm bracers, the really beautiful spear. He has the Hades family logo on his cape, which is really nice. He also doesn't have a shirt. He has like his cape, which is pretty fancy, and then like the wrap and his tunic. And that's it. He doesn't need more. Like, Achilles is definitely like one of those like less is more when it comes to character design because he's so fucking pretty. Look at his heel and he moans like a bitch. If you just go, and he just goes, and then he dies. It's time for top 5.
I've got a clam.
It's Zag! Okay, you cannot deny that this boy is drop dead gorgeous, bicon, absolute fucking unit of a fighter, super fucking pretty. Like, ugh, Dorito body. Like, he takes after his dad and his mom in the best ways. He has, like, a fucking almost inverted design to Hades in every single way. Because, like, the cool thing about Zag is he doesn't have that much gold or ornamentation because he doesn't want it. He has the mom's hair. He has the autumn leaf flower crown, which is gorgeous. And he has, I believe, hopefully, the fucking past Cerberus on his shoulder, which is a great design element to show that he's prince of the underworld. He doesn't have like a big bone pauldron like dad with gold, but he does have 3 dog heads on his fucking shoulder. He also has 3 skeletons on his belt. He has the same color scheme as Hades, just bright red with some black, but a lot less jewelry. And he also has an eye color for each pattern. You can tell that Zag was one of the first characters that they designed, especially with like this type of shading in mind. He has like some of the more simple but very clean cut block shading, because every single other fit design god in the game has elements that he could also have. They all have the blocked out shading, very severe fucking angles, the Greek drip, the very like otherworldly presence, and I think that for Zag, making him a way more subdued version of what Hades is wearing is a great fit because he's actively fighting against his father at this point. He's fighting his nature, he's fighting what he is. So for Zagreus, it's really cool to see him having such a strong design right out of the gate. And that's why he's the MC, and that's why he's in top 5. Number 4, baby!
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Thanatos in this game is probably like one of my second favorite design. Because holy shit, that's good shit! He is the Grim Reaper, he is death, he is beautiful, Dorito bodied with a phenomenal color scheme, a goated weapon, and broody, and also kind of a little bit bisexual.
I'd say we know quite a bit by now, all things considered. Isn't that right, Megara?
Can't you see we're off duty right now, Zagreus?
Wow.
Skulls everywhere. Beautiful gold jewelry. A stare that fucking gives no fucks. He will absolutely gank you. He's just great. Zag bottoms for this bitch. He has to. I'm sorry. Than is just giving just broody top.
What are you waiting for? I'm here. Already. Right?
Wow.
He's sex. I'm sorry. He's great. The ribs are doing things. Look at the musculature. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can like man nipple. Appreciate, please. Pale gold eyes do something to me. A great voice.
You like me, Zagreus? I never thought. I don't know why that sounds so strange coming from you.
Fucking phenomenal design. He has history with the MC, and he would probably fuck like death is coming for you, cause it is. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna cry. It's so pretty. I'm sorry. Like, if my main audience wasn't like straight dudes, Than would have gotten a comic like a year ago. I could do that one. I could do that one. Probably, maybe someday. Mama, top 3. Okay.
Hey there, Zagman. Nice cock.
I'm sorry, I have no chill. Dionysus is my favorite of the boys because it looks like the drunkest, sloppiest, most mating-pressingest sex in the universe. He is a slut. He looks phenomenal. Oh my god, I agree. No, Balu gets it. This dude would fucking pour wine on you and lick it off and get drunk and then fuck you and then do it again. Once the hangover, like, he wakes up hangover, no, güey, la conectamos. And he's so pretty. I also love the fucking tacky leopard print on the cape. It's 10 out of 10. Not only that, but he has like one of the fucking most fun like boons in the game. And his color scheme is just so slutty. It's like purple. It's purple and like smoky and sexy and like backlit and slutty and oh! Dionysus is like, it's a crime to have a man this attractive in this game.
Oh, you're really too much for me sometimes, you know that?
The thigh strap was unnecessary. No, it wasn't. I want to take it off with my teeth. And like the balances of the different tones of purple in his scheme, from like the dark of his hair to the like vibrancy of the grapes, the bright one in the smoke, and then like the more like lavender, violet, light tone one in his like toga. Just, ugh. I'm gonna barf. He's too pretty. Or Palu's thriving. So am I. He's too pretty. His design is fucking rock solid, and he lives drunk. This would be the most fun sex you'll ever have. My top 2.
Aphrodite, Aphrodite, Aphrodite.
The goddess of love. Naked and pink and thriving. God, this woman, okay? This woman, her voice, her cadence.
I have to say, you're quite the specimen, and so I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
The fucking design, the body language, the fact that they made her butt naked and she owns it, mama. Ugh. She is perfection. She is amazing. She's beauty incarnate. I love her. I love the fact that her hair makes hearts. I love that she's just beautifully pink and gorgeous. I like that she barely wears anything except for jewelry. That is like one of the sexiest things that you can do, is have a woman who's just wearing jewelry and nothing else. Also, they did great because they gave her like mint green accents, which plays off that shade of pink in her hair so well. It's super pretty, and just very soft yellow highlights. So even though she's super sensual and pretty, she's also like a bit soft. She's not aggressively sexual, which I appreciate. Very, very, very beautiful, very, very playful. She's a phenomenal character. It's one of those examples of like, she's naked, but she has a lot of design. All the little things they did for her, the hearts, the little jewelry that looks like flowers, the body language, the actual gold pieces, the very creative censorship, like Aphrodite is a masterclass in simple
I
character
really
design.
appreciate that they gave her a more classically beautiful and statuesque face rather than making her hyper cute and UWU.
Yeah, believe it or not, this was the beauty standard for the time. Let's zoom in on Aphrodite's face for a second to see it. So, a lot of people might not know this because fucking Instagram destroyed people's perception of what women should look like, and now all of them look the same. But this was the beauty standard for back in the day. Really, like, high cheekbones, pronounced nose, full brows, thinner lips. Like, before, women didn't look like blow-up dolls in ancient Greece, nor should they look like blow-up dolls now, and I can definitely appreciate the facial diversity here. The reason why she's not wearing makeup is because she's a natural beauty. She doesn't need it. Does it make her lips look a little bit pale? Sure, but she still looks absolutely gorgeous, and at the end of the day, the most important thing to look at is her eyes. Very, very bright pink bedroom eyes. She's still stunning, but she doesn't need much more than her actual fucking skin. Like, I can point you guys at the shape of her jaw just by looking at this illustration because I draw a lot of women. She has a very soft jawline. She just has realistic features. She is smug though, she is selling it. So Aphrodite is the perfect beauty standard for ancient Greece. Not giant tits, very nice hips, beautiful face, naked.
Oh, dearest, I suspect we'll have ourselves a most exciting time together, you and I. Just do your best and it'll all be fine.
All right, and then my top one, which you guys probably already know what it is from my fucking elimination, my top character I would fucking Hades is...
I accept this gift with gratitude.
Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. One of the best character designs I've seen. One of the best interpretations for a Greek deity that I've ever seen. I am gay. I am hella gay for Nyx. And how would you not be? She is everything. She is sexy and well designed and has an amazing face with beautiful features, a slender neck, amazing use of repetition, color, theme. Like, they nailed it. The night sky as a woman. Isn't it just perfect? And with like traditional Greek hairstyles to boot. Like, this is the type of shit that they would do with their hair. She also has a very traditional silhouette, albeit a bit more form-fitting. She's an incredibly elegant presence, and she also has a lot of color. My favorite detail about Nyx is that Gen Z managed to imply her having fat bags with a single line drawn on. No, she has fat bags. It's not even interpretation, it's like, look at the curve. I actually drew underneath this, like drew like the actual silhouette of her body. She has really fat bags. They are just compressed by those little skulls. They're doing the Lord's work. But this is an absolutely stunning design for many, many different reasons. Not only in design with a purpose, in use every fucking bit of the character design rules to your advantage, but it's just so sexy, chat. It's so absolutely beautiful in every sense of the word that it genuinely surprises me that I don't see a lot of fan art of her. I don't see a lot of Hades art, by the way, fun fact, but like, there needs to be more out there. Because again, this is a masterclass in character design. Because like, you have a theme, right? This is again how you do designing for an object or a concept without making it super on the nose. Nyx, for those of you guys who don't know Greek mythology, she is the night sky. And there could have been a few different ways they could have gone about this, but the way that she is made is actually incredibly clever because she lives in the underworld, she's usually with Hades. She is Zag's basically surrogate mother. And while they could have just done like something super starry night and be done with it, I like that they decided to not make it like a black starry sky, but instead make it the color of the sky when the sun has only just set. They added a lot of gold, they added a lot of really bright elements. They also added a lot of skulls because that ties her to the underworld, but that also shows how the night is cold and lonely and pretty dangerous. She has moon-shaped pauldrons, even though she's not the goddess of the moon, because the moon exists within her space. Her hair on the back, and this is not even like as long as her hair gets, she has a lot of hair, fun fact, resembles wings that have like stars on the back, and she also has stars all over her crown. She's incredibly regal, one of the most ornamented characters in Hades, and her main thing is that like she's very nurturing, she's very motherly, she's very helpful to Zag, but like it's like being embraced by the night. She's also pretty cold.
Oh. That is a fair enough assessment.
The night is dark and full of dommy mommies. Yes, it is! Nyx is my favorite design in Hades because it's such like a well-idealized concept. Like, you can really tell that the designer put their all into this in looking at what they had to work with. What do I have to make? I have to make the Greek goddess that represents the night sky. So they did their research. They picked the elements they want to use. They picked the colors they want to use. And I can guarantee you that all of these had a fair amount of concept art because getting designs this good doesn't just happen right out of the gate. These take some tries. But I really like the fact that we went with purple. I really like the fact that we made it look like the sky at twilight. I do enjoy the fact that she is floaty and ethereal and super fucking graceful. Because Nyx is technically, if I'm not mistaken, she's a Titan, right? She's one of the older Greek gods. She is not as old as Chaos, but she's pretty up there. I think that Nyx and Gaia are some of the oldest gods. They are primordial. They don't belong on Olympus, technically speaking, which is why I think Nyx is in the underworld. But she is one of the oldest ones, and she definitely has an air of ancient power around her that they captured really, really well. She's my favorite, and objectively, the hottest character in Hades. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. A 10 out of 10 would smash, and you would find me between those titties.
You are one of the most thoughtful and most generous of all.
Alright, closing thoughts though. Despite the fact that I played this game before, it was pretty fun to go over the Hades character designs. I enjoyed ranking them from least likely to most likely to bone for obvious reasons. This game is so good. If you have not played Hades before, do yourself a favor and give it a spin before you try Hades 2. It's incredibly fun. It has one of the most visually striking art styles I've seen in a video game in a hot minute. The music is great, the characters are all awesome, and there's so many things to do in Hades, it's so replayable. I genuinely think that the character designer popped off, and I'm so fucking excited for Hades 2. Holy shit. Also, feedback time, I need you guys. What do you guys think about this style of review for games that I've already played, of like ranking them instead of just talking about design? Do you guys think that that's more fun? Because like, I want feedback on this to see if I approach games that I've already played in the past for design in a different way, because just talking about design might be a bit boring. So it was more fun to do like a what do I like best. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Who's your favorite Hades characters? Have you played Hades 2 yet? Are you having fun? Tell me all about it. Fight your demons, and remember, go get some G-subs so you can fight your demons properly. Get energized. Use code Kinkymation and get energized.